Hi guys, welcome Sri and Abhinand and
Thank
Charan.
you, Stu.
Hi, hi, hi.
Yeah, and Sri, just introduce yourself because I think this is the first time that you
So,
are.
hello everyone. I'm Sreekanth. I'm a screenplay writer and lyricist. I'm working for feature films. Directed one short film. Currently working with feature film directors for screenplay writing. So, we are for talking about art and creations. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah. But it was little breaking. Your voice was little breaking
So
for
what
me.
what
Okay, my voice is
can
low.
you
Now you
can you
Yeah,
can.
state
yeah,
me
yeah.
any notable projects of yours you're working on?
Okay, notable project. Now it's on progress. Okay.
Nice,
One
nice.
of them with the Kakamutti director, Manikantan.
Manikandan,
Yeah.
கடைசி
He's,
விவசாயி.
yes, in that movie I'm working with him. Okay. Next, I have two projects. Can't say about anything in that project, particular project. Within 1 month, I
Okay,
can say, can share all project details with you. Okay.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Okay. I currently working with my own script called its name. I titled as a working title as Indai. Okay, Indai.
Okay.
It's about a mental illusion problem
Okay.
of a guy. He's stuck in one room. What happening in the room? It's a story of that Hindi. So and then I worked with my colleague, one of my colleague. His name was Yuvan Shankar. He is a feature film director. Now he's directing one of his short film called Reddish Club. It's about a carom game. Okay,
Okay.
and then within one month I can you can see my works in screen, and then I will speak about that because I can't say anything about
Oh,
that.
no problem, no problem.
Okay, sorry
No
for
problem.
that.
No problem.
Okay.
Man, I'm a staunch fan of Manikandan. I'm really waiting for his கடைசி விவசாயி. I heard
Oh,
Sony Live has bought the rights for கடைசி விவசாயி. Can you pitch something about the release date or something? Anything?
I don't know release date, but particularly if one team is working for a project means there are one team with working with script. Okay,
Okay.
screenplay script.
Okay.
I don't know anything about release date or which platform they are gonna release, but I know only what is gonna release in that particular which product will come to you, reach you. I know, but which
You
date on
cannot
which
say.
platform I
Yeah.
don't know really. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you
No,
cannot say
no,
anything.
no
Yeah.
issues. I
Yeah.
asked it out of a curiosity because
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the film for like more than 2 years after
You,
watching the trailer and something.
you will see vintage Vijay Sethupathi in that film.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and yeah, thanks, man. And Abhi, I, 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 I just want you to talk about your recent short film that released like few days ago. Just tell about that, and then we'll get into the topic.
What do you want me to do?
So, like, just tell something like I've released a film and something like that. Like you have acted in the film, you
No,
have
I'm not
directed it.
talking about that one.
Oh, okay. Okay, but like I'll send you the link to you both of them. Okay, you both like
Okay.
yeah, and please watch it. It's really nice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go and get into the
yeah,
topic.
yeah,
Sri,
and
I want to
yeah,
because you are working on a cinematic field. I just want to ask you one question. How do
Okay.
you think so that Tamil cinema has been evolved in the last 10 years from 2010 to 2020?
Okay. In this last decade, yes,
yeah,
I'm right.
Yeah, last decade. Yeah.
Evaluation means I can't compare Tamil cinema with any other cinemas. Tamil cinema have own standard with their own style of filmmaking. Okay, in the
Okay.
past 10 years, I entered with this particular work in past 3 to 4 years, but I worked before 7 years ago. I think there are a lot of art and commercial cinemas are balancing by audience, I think. They accepting all kind of films. If like Ravanan film by Maniratnam sir, it's a huge flop. It's coming that time. We are now
Yeah, I know
celebrating Ravanan
something.
film, but that time people can't understand what is the real meaning behind that story. It's about an Ramayanam, that Ravana and Sita character,
Yeah.
Um, but that time that movie was huge flop. But now we are accepting like Karnan. Karnan is an we can put Karnan in art and commercial film.
Yeah.
Super Deluxe we can't put in which genre, I don't know. Like all kind of
Because people didn't
Ramsas
like
parenthood.
Aranyakandam bombed at the box office, but this one it charactered pretty well. Yeah.
So, Ramsas parent movie, we all celebrated that movie, So people accepting all kind of movies. They only I think believing in director's particular work, I think. They are accepting all kind of movies. Compared to last decades, audience mindset was changed compared to last decade to this decade, I think. And there are lots of technology oriented things also evolved, and also kind of filmmaking technique also evolved, I think. We can from the small budget movie to high budget movie, there are standards. Tamil cinema have their own particular standard of filmmaking. Malayalam cinema have their own particular stand of filmmaking. Also Tamil cinema have their particular own filmmaking style. So how many decades cross, Tamil cinema have their own standard. No one can break their Tamil cinema standards from platform.
Thank you for saying my channel name again and again. I really didn't expect.
I don't know.
I think somehow my channel name is realistic to the core, or it is present in current generation. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know how many participants. I think 4 participants are there.
Yeah.
I don't know who are them.
Okay.
But all the best. You are gonna shine in your own fields. The videos are gonna be rocking very much, man. I saw some of your videos. You are broadcasting nearly like some behind woods, some kind of standard is questions, I think. The particular way of research skills and videos presenting skills are day by day increasing your skills, I think.
I think Subbu's questions are on point sometimes. I mean, most of them. Like, you ask great questions.
He always has. This podcast itself is his idea. He said we'll do something like an evolution of Tamil cinema. Yeah. Okay. Okay. According to myself, like Sreekanth said, Tamil cinema has its own style. They never compromise in something they are making. See, we can take directors, for example, like Selvaraghavan did Ayrathiloran back in 2010, which was a big flop. I really remember when in my home, my brother went to watch Ayrathiloran for the first show. He said, while returning back from theaters, I had a huge impact, but everyone surrounding in my area, they just treated the movie like it is a worst or something like that. Even I loved the movie very much in 2010. I said to my friends in school that this movie is epic. This kind of movie can never be made by any directors. Everyone said, are you stupid? This is not even a movie like that. I still remember that. But now they are coming to me and saying that Ayrathiloran is a legendary movie, bro. It was nice. Hey, this is what I said before 10 years now. This is what I was saying like for more than a decade, from Samanji Rainbow Colony or something like that. Like Sreekanth said, audiences have to gain their maturity to Ayrathil Oruvan, Hey Ram. I haven't watched Hey Ram yet, but Hey Ram, Virumandi, or Vishwarupam, or many films like that, many new gen films. Even Aranyakandam was a flop, but the last show they held in Chennai was houseful. That is a real fact. But Super Deluxe opened with houseful shows.
Yeah, because like I think, but one reason is because they have had some ensemble cast. Okay, I think that is also one of the reason which pulled the audience to the theater. Like they have had
Yeah.
Pavan, Vijay Sethupathi, Samantha, Ramyakshan. Like it is an ensemble cast. I think that's one of the reason, and also like the people got evolved at that time because it was 8 years gap or 9 years gap. Yeah.
And to be honest, to be frank, one more thing I have to add. Tamil people saw Malayalam films which were realistic to the core, which were realistic to the culture and something. I think the trend was started by Bangalore Days from back in 2014. Bangalore Days was the movie to start the trend of watching Malayalam films in Tamil Nadu in the majority of areas.
Yeah, but like
Then
the first
came.
film is I will say the first film is Takatin Malaytu, which started, and then it was Drishyam, and then Bangalore Days was like a big one. And after that, Prem.
Boom!
Like,
Bangalore Days was like a boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ask common people like, have you watched Malayalam films? Yeah, they would at first they would say, yeah, I watched Bangalore Days at first. I've asked many people. Then they after they came to know about Pavan, they saw Drishyam 1.
Okay.
So they got to know about the realistic approach, and people in industry started doing such realistic films. But we had realism, but people didn't accept it. When Kattal Tamil came, no one saw. Thangamingal came, it was okay, it was average. But Taramani was a failure. Peranbu, we celebrated Peranbu, but the movie didn't have much theatre audience.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
they have got what they
difference.
spent for the film. They have collected what they spent for the film, but it's not what it deserved. It deserved a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so Abhinand, your words about South Indian cinema.
So I think what happened over this decade is that the evolution of social media has changed many things. Before when someone wanted to stand with something like if you say something that failed back then, if you stood with that, you seem like an odd one now. And now if you stand with something, you at least know that there's someone else standing with that somewhere else. That is because of social media, and that is why I think most of the art stuff was not. Because there is people, you feel that okay, I can speak for what I want.
Yeah.
And according to me, like the people got evolved because of the, I think like Abhinand said, the social media is one of the thing which made the people evolve a lot, because like after that they started watching films in Netflix and Amazon Prime, Hotstar and all, and then they started watching if, if, if they cannot afford to that, and they just download the film. They just pirating the film, but still they are watching some world class films, so that they get to they get the exposure, so that they just demanding, we need this kind of films in our language, and the directors are making films like that. Yeah. And and this just changes the audience, and also like audience for got audience is like it's enough, man. Like, it is boring. Like we have been doing the same kind of films for so many years. It's boring. We have to do something new. Like the audience got bored.
But to be honest,
yeah.
some directors didn't change it. Didn't change from that template. That's why they couldn't survive.
But
For
now
example,
it is like
Lingusami did Sandakodi 2.
comparing to the last decade, it was
not a hit.
Yeah.
Lingusami did Sandakodi 2. It was not a hit. K.S. Ravikumar did Linga. You know what happened.
Yeah.
People who stood
And
from
also like,
changing their
yeah.
mentality to this trend. They didn't became they had succeeded in the preceding times, but in the succeeding times they failed. In the successive areas they failed with people. See,
And
when
also like one thing
when
I would like
Vadachennai
to add,
released, Sandakoli 2 released.
yeah,
You know the irony.
yeah, yeah. And also like one thing I would like to add here is like when the stars started collaborating with the new age directors, okay, when Rajni did Kavali, people were like, what is this like they didn't know Paranjit. Like few people might know, but not a lot of people. Like a lot of family audience, they didn't know who is Paranjit and all. But this man did a film with Paranjit, and after that, all the other stars started collaborating with the new age directors. Yeah, I think that is also one of the change that happened in the last decade. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Pavan,
That is one
Sri,
important.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, go for it.
yeah, Abhinand, continue.
No, I was just telling that is one important stand because mega, super successful star ticket people also started following.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Pavan,
Okay.
yeah,
Pavan is here.
Sorry guys, I
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about the
Yeah, no,
broadcast.
No
no
problem, no
issues.
problem.
No issues. Yeah.
Like, what
So,
is this
what do you
change
think
that?
about
Yeah,
evolution of South Indian cinema in the last decade?
Last decade.
How, yeah, how it has been evolved?
Uh, my opinion was a lot of films were, a lot of filmmakers were striving to do mainstream rather than doing experimental. But in olden days, the ratio of experimental films, artistic films and mainstream were like 60-40%. But now it's all were, concentrating on pan India films, something like that. To achieve big, huge collections and stuff like that. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, that's my opinion. Nothing more about it.
yeah.
Okay.
And like speaking of that,
S-
now a lot of people are doing the bilingual thing and the pan
Yeah,
India projects. Like
yeah,
after
yeah.
after the after Rajamouli did Nani, like Iga,
Yeah.
Nani, and Bahubali. Like after that, people are like, we'll do bilingual so that we'll get some like we collect a lot. Okay, those kind of things happened, and like even now there are a lot of people doing that, right? In Pushpa
Yeah.
is a pan Indian
Yeah.
film,
Not
and
lot of people, only Prabhas.
yeah. But see, like Dhanush is doing a bilingual with Shekhar Kamala.
In Telugu, a lot of films were announced. Pan
Yeah,
Indian films were announced.
yeah. I mean, almost all of Prabhas films are pan Indian
Yeah.
films. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Pushpa is a pan Indian film, and
yeah,
Yeah.
Pushpa is a pan India film.
yeah, and like the I think
Major.
Yeah, I guess there is no offense to this Prabhas fans, but I think that making all his films pan-Indian films is absolute waste of money. You know,
yeah,
I don't think he has that capacity to get an audience and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Okay, Sri, let's get to Sri for a moment. So, what do you think about pan India movies? How do you think pan India movies work most of all, or do you think pan India is not gaining much popularity, or people are not accepting it much, or something? Because Bahubali, we had Tamil and in Telugu. Saho, they said we had in Tamil and Telugu, but it was totally a dubbed movie. Yeah,
yeah.
KGF was totally a dubbed movie, but still it was watched more number of times in Tamil only. I think so. So what do you think about pan India movies?
See, if they are announcing Pan India movies, they confirm have the huge stock basis which star have the huge fan bases. They announce with the pan Indian movie, and then pan Indian movies. Most of the pan Indian movies, I think, they may fail because of if Tamil audience not accept all kind of pan Indian movies. Bahubali they accepted because of that's a high budget movie, and then also it's conveying a message, and the making filmmaking style of movies. Tamil audience probably didn't see where they can't see that kind of films. So they excited us the more. Pan India, if they want to release a Pan India movies, they need a large advertisement about that movies. Compared to Telugu films, the Telugu films sometimes are, for example, taking some one of films. I don't mention the name. If they announcing that one name to introducing their stars to Tamil audience, or else they announcing their title to audience means they at least they want to reach by that kind of posters. They want to start with posters also. They start with posters and then promo trailer. But also they want to made in a own Tamil style also. They want to balance both sides. If compared to Telugu side, we can make a commercial film like a Pan Indian movies, but not that only commercial film not work in Tamil Nadu. So they want to, if I think if one director or particular production house want to release a Pan Indian movie, they definitely want to compromise with the making style of that one film, I think. So Pan Indian films, if want to work or win to Pan Indian film, I think you want to work with a double side mind. I think one mind to work with Telugu audience. I think one mind to Tamil audience, or else which audience focusing means you want to focus on that what particular audience. So I think upcoming like Pushpa like of projects, I think they're gonna be success because of their posters. Their posters saying some stories, their trailers or their cuts, their making styles, their dialogues. Also, it's easy to convey with or relate with us. So, like Asuran kind of movie, you can see a lot of violence. We people enjoy violence because it's funny, so we can enjoy a Pushpa kind of movie. So what audience need we want to give, so we can success in the own film. So Pan Indian films want to focus in the main audience first of all.
Yeah, like Sri said, in Bahubali, they worked with the two state audience mindset. Okay, they have had Madan Karki as a dialogue writer for Tamil, and also he wrote the lyrics and in Tamil, and also he's the one who invented that language. That I don't know what to call the language. That the black
Telugu.
not man that like Akkalimba.
The Kalagaya language.
Kalagaya language. Like he's the one who invented the language. So yeah, they worked with the two state audience mindset, and also like speaking of that, there were few bilinguals didn't work at all. Like Spider is a great example. They made a it was a
Telugu
big,
style.
yeah, but it bombed in both the languages. Yeah, because they failed to maintain the sensibilities of both the Telugu and Tamil audience. Yeah, so I'm afraid of the Vijay's next one.
But what was what I felt bad with Spider was movie that Spider was directed by A.R. Murugadas. He knows the taste of Tamil audience, but I don't know why he didn't try to capture Tamil audience. I didn't know about that. I felt really bad because like what to say, no offense to Telugu industry or something. Telugu industry has that over the top stunts. From we can take from Balakrishna movies to Pavan Kalyan movies. Everywhere we have over action stunts. But in Tamil, We had overaction stunts, but we reduced
I'll
it.
just tell you
Yeah.
why multiple language film doesn't work. Okay. So
Yeah.
first let me tell you why Bahubali worked. Bahubali worked because it was an ancient story. It was a periodical story. Nobody really knew
Yes.
what to expect.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely true.
But what happened in Saho was everyone expected a Prabhas movie. Okay.
Yeah.
And that Prabhas movie, Telugu audience will like it, but not the Hindi audience. They won't want their hero to dance after they fight. Maybe they want like what Bachchan does.
Yeah.
See, just imagine a Vijay film. Okay, it's been dubbed in multiple languages. Maybe Tamil audience will get that goosebumps when he tells that I'm waiting during the interval. But Hindi audience wouldn't get that.
Yeah, I agree.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
This generation film, if you release in multiple languages, it will never work.
Yeah.
If it's a period film, it will work because nobody knows what to expect.
But I would like to, because of you
let-
said this generation, I would
want
like
to
to
speak
say
like
one film.
Yeah.
I like to say one film that worked in bilingual. It is an olden film. It was released in 1959. It was Maya Bazar.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to me, Maya Bazar is the only bilingual film. Is a hit in both the languages. I don't know why, but according to me and the figures or the reviews I have seen, Maya Bazar is the only one film that has worked.
Yeah.
And Pavan, what's your opinion on this? The multilingual films.
Yeah. Actually, these pan-Indian films or multilingual films should have the universal appeal in their script. It's not like he's a big hero, we're gonna do pan-Indian film. Let's write a story for this. It's not like that. As Rajmouli made a Bahubali. Okay, the script has that appeal because it's a periodic film. All Sanjay Leela Bhansali films will has that zone. All over India, it may, if it's good film, then it will do well, because that was and the another zone is some kind of sports drama will also do well in pan India level. So there are some zones or there are some scripts which has that appeal. So for example, I believe that Dasavataram has that thing, but it's not a pan Indian film. I feel that Veshwaropam has that thing, but it's not a pan Indian film.
Yeah,
So
it's a bilingual.
yeah,
No,
bilingual,
no,
not a
no.
pan Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's important to have the script which has not the heroes or the numbers. After Dangal, the director made a small film, actually a good film called Chichore. It's not pan India, but Dangal is pan Indian. So it's only script which is important in pan India or bilingual or whatever. So that's my opinion.
Like before ending this part, I would like to we'll just talk about Nirmali Reno and and also Abhishek, Amitabh Bachchan and Nivin Pauly. Happy birthday to Nivin Pauly and Amitabh Bachchan, and deep condolences to and Nirmali Reno's family.
Nedumudi Ven.
Yeah. Because today morning
sorry for
I'm just
Yeah. Sri, yeah.
Today topic was art and commercial, right?
Yeah.
I completed my film appreciation course in IIT Madras. Okay. They include the Asuran movie in art genre and also in commercial films.
Oh, yeah.
So we have one class about a full Asuran movie. They said, why Asuran is commercial? They asked. So they answered me. Asuran movie have fight scenes, flashbacks, sentiment scenes, lots of violence and other sentiment. And also it's has that land problem and particular kind of people. And law in 50 years back, we have a particular law, that land law. I don't know which section that land law, I don't know. But that allows to one which have the particular amount of land in one particular area. If it's that I simply explain that if one area have the 30-acre land means, if 1 acre or 2 acre is not owned by that particular owner means, they that owner can take that whole area. It can't affect their property or else anything. But upcoming days, that law was changed by our India government. I know, and then they talk about the casteism in that movie before the 50 years. That's why Saran is an art and commercial film. A great example for an art and commercial film. The art and commercial film, the great example for the film is, I think Asuran is a better example for art and commercial film. They both satisfied art, the movie audience, and also commercial audience. We know Vettimaran sir is a great director of all time.
Yeah.
So,
I think we talk about that in the next part, like because
In the next part,
yeah.
guys,
Yeah,
because Zoom has this kind of licensing thing.
we don't wanna
So we can't talk more than 40 minutes.
Yeah, and so like and because I was saying something about right? Like today I was I'm just scrolling in Instagram, and I've been seeing like a lot of posts about IPL, okay? And then I've seen this like that is a Malayalam name Malayalam page, okay? It's a film page, like there you get to know about a lot of inside news and all about the film industry. And I've seen a post like Nermani is paused. I was like, what the hell is it? It's like 10 minutes ago they just posted it. I've seen that. I was like, my day was completely pissed off because I I was like, today we were gonna make a podcast, and it's the day of and it's Amitabh's birthday. It was Nivin's birthday, so we have a like we have a blast and all. I thought like that, and then I saw this news. I was like, I'm completely like I'm little disappointed. Like I feel really bad. I'm just broken. Okay, so I love this films. Okay, from Temavin Kumbat or Kinnaram, His Highness Abdullah. Like he's one of the like in 1980s he's one such a great comedian in Malayalam industry with Jagadish Sreekumar and Innocent Tatum. Yeah, I really love him. I'm a huge fan of him. So I just want to kind of say this here. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we continue with this next part. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.